If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, help is available. Please call or text 988.
The number is being given today, so we don't have to light this candle to remind us of another life lost to suicide.
There will be better days ahead. You just have to wait for them. There will be better days ahead.
Don't hesitate to reach out to someone right now.
I promise you that you are appreciated and loved.
Depression and anxiety, know that you're not alone.
Need help? I'm going to ask you again. Call 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. You can also text or call 988, the Suicide Crisis Hotline. I love you guys. I want you here. Please help each other.
Good morning. Well, good afternoon. I guess it's good afternoon. I'm Ruby. This is my kitchen. We're going to start bitching. I wanted to say welcome to some of the people here that have tuned in already. Mr. Tom Cheshire. You can check me out on his show tomorrow night. Burn It Down on Cosmos. Brittany, my beautiful groovy groover. Angela McDonald Crookshank is here this morning. Julio is here this morning. You guys, we're making soup today. We're going to make a delicious coconut curry creamy soup with rice. It's going to be dope. It's going to be healthy and not healthy all at the same time. Heartwarming. I'm hoping to just have this be a nice, relaxing episode of Burke today. Tell me what you want to bitch about. We'll bitch about it. The soup is going to come together in about 45 minutes, and it's going to be fucking dope as fuck. So let's get started. Yes, this is alcohol. Day drinking on Ruby's kitchen. Day drinking and bitching on Ruby's kitchen. Just throw it in the pot, is what Sarah's saying. Or, I'm sorry, that's what Brittany's saying. Come out cursing, come out swinging. All right, soup. Oh, Julio's not feeling well. He's got some food poisoning, don't you? All right, so what we're going to start with is, in my pan here, I'm going to be cameraman. I'm trying to do something different. Okay, these are the drippings from cooking one chicken breast in a little olive oil, liberally seasoned in salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, okay? To this pot, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to turn it on to medium heat. Still kind of getting the ins and outs of this oven here. I'm going to also throw in some olive oil. Can I make it larger? Can the screen zoom out and make it larger? I don't know. Maybe they can, if they can delete the background, I think it can make it larger. Like the kitchen-y stuff, the peppers. But let's see if I do a, I think that's the wrong way. I think I'm sideways. I have to talk to my director about that, honey. I just don't know. Okay, so what I'm adding to this pot, and I'm sure some fancy people know what it's called, but It's yellow onion, celery, and I grate my carrots because I don't like chunky carrots in the soup. What's up, Bethy Allen? What's up, Planet Claire? What's up, Mariah? Mariah's on fire. All right. Some people call this shit like a marry you or some fucking fancy ass Peru. Just kidding. I don't fucking know what it's called. It's called something like that. But we're gonna sweat these fuckers. We're gonna sweat this bowl of veggies, okay? I'm gonna toss in, a teaspoon of some pink Himalayan salts, sea salts. I'm going to do the same with some fucking pepper. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of pepper. All right. In a second, I'm going to have some time to drive with you guys and check these. Oh, mirepoix. Mirepoix. Thank you. Thank you, Bethy. Mirepoix. I guess that's what it's called. So we got it on medium heat. All right. I want to sweat these veggies down. I'm going to turn it up a little higher because I know that I can. Where's that motherfucking lid? All right, so let's do this. Let's sweat these veggies until my onions are translucent. And let's have a chit chat. Who's got something to bitch about today? Let me go back. Thank you very much, Tom. Butter does make everything better. It also contributes to heart disease and probably other things. While I'm chit-chatting with you, I should be chopping up my chicken breast, which is this lovely, I'll show you. Look at how I got it nice and golden to get some fucking flavor on it. It's probably overcooked, but here's the deal. It's getting chopped up, tiny. It's getting put in soup. Nobody gives a shit. It's just a fucking chicken breast in the soup. Nobody's going to give a shit. All right, so I'm going to chop it up. Let's see what are we bitching about today, you guys. Sweat these fuckers. Exactly. Basic start to any dish. Any kind of dish you're going to make, you want a mirepoix. 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 You want to sweat your veggies. You want to sweat them down nice and good. You want to get some good flavor out of them. Mine are in there sizzling in some butter and some olive oil while I shred up this, dry as fuck chicken breast. But it's got some good flavor because I seasoned it liberally. That's right. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit, Bethy. Just fucking make everyone's going to be happy that you're feeding them this delicious soup. Typically I like to make a giant stock pot of the soup because it's excellent soup to give to your neighbors. Did I even tell you what kind of soup we're making? I forgot. I think I did, though. It's chicken. It's like a creamy chicken rice with curry and coconut, okay? Do you not do curry? So what? I've heard this. Oh, I don't like curry. And then I've watched that motherfucker eat 6 bowls of the soup. So don't shy away from curry if you don't know anything about curry. I'm using the mild stuff. Oh, I butterflied that chicken breast, Mr. Julio. I sliced that shit down the middle so it would cook faster. Thank you. Love curry. Curry, it's a delicious flavor. Let me go back here because I've really got these beautiful messages right in front of me now, and it's just so fun to interact. How has everybody's week been? I hope everybody's been surviving this Mercury in retrograde. It's what's up, Clayton? What's up, Clayton? I took care of business. I took care of business before I started the show. Best believe it. You best believe. So, I love seeing all these beautiful comments. I love is everybody having coffee? Is anyone else drinking like I am? I just decided last minute that I would make a drink. Who's the drunk cook? Sandra Lee. She likes to get drunk. The one that was like, had something to do with one of the Cuomo boys. I love Tim Curry as well. Tim Curry. What's everybody's favorite Tim Curry movie? When I was a kid, Legends scared the shit out of me. But of course, I'm a big fan of Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I don't know. What else do I love him in? You have to go grocery shopping. Girl, order something up on Instacart on Aldi and then just go pick it up. Ain't nobody got time to set foot in a store these days. All right. Making my chicken broth over here with Better Than Bouillon roasted chicken base. I'm a big fan of Better Than Bouillon over buying stock in a can or in a box. What's up, Sandy D? You can just, it's perfect. It tastes delicious. You can add it to your rice dishes. You can have a good time with it. You can have a real good time with it. Better Than Bouillon. Maybe they'll sponsor me someday. I don't think so. They're like a wholesome, like they have all these wholesome people in their commercials. I add it to my rice. I add it to my Maripoux. All right, so, I'm stirring this shit up a bit. Onions ain't quite there yet. All right, everything's going cool. Thank you, Clayton, for letting everybody know that they should comment and subscribe. This time, I'd like to thank my beautiful anonymous secret sponsor, who you are, I do not know, but thank you so much for providing a beautiful gift card to produce this meal this week. It was so perfect, and I really, really appreciate you so very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Renee, for being the director with Nothing Rhymes with Director. The director with an erector. Set. An erection. That would be funny, but no, there's no erections for Renee. Well, I hope in some way, but just not coming off of her body, I'm thinking. Anyways, that's weird. Let's see. Thank you, Dennis Tarnon, for, having all of us. And thank you to Dennis Duflamery for making such cool signs. And thank you to MM Farwell for making my beautiful little promo video that just cracks me up every single time I see it. And I think you guys rock. I just love you to death. These onions are just about translucent. All right. And if you haven't, if you're just visiting Cosmos, please join us on a full-time basis and check out everything it has to offer. There's so much out there. It's like this budding little network with a lot of fun shit. How can you go wrong? How can you go wrong? You really cannot. So this soup is going to have coconut milk in it. This soup has an apple in it. An apple. You're like, Ruby, an apple in my soup? Yes, bitch, an apple in your soup. An apple in your soup. I'm going to work on peeling it. I'm going to turn my veggies down a little low so I don't scorch them and give them a burnt flavor. Because I'm going to add a little something special to my veggies right now. I want a little extra flavor in my soup. So let me prepare my apple, because I'll show you what we'll do with that later. It's going to be one of the last things that, ooh, hello, Lordy. It's delicious, and tomorrow it's actually going to make it even more delicious. And that is what is very, very fun about that. Okay, so I also have a little beautiful grub. It's actually a piece of, here, I'm filming over here. I'm reading here. I'm filming here. Reading, filming. Look at this little grub. It's a turmeric root. All right, it's a turmeric root. I'm going to peel it up a little on one side. I'm going to grate a little of this into my soup, and it's going to give it a nice color. It's going to give it some fucking fancy vitamins and shit. It's going to make it real good for you. What does turmeric have? The fuck if I know. Antioxidants? Does it make you young again? Yes, please. Yes, please. Does it keep my skin? That's a nice scent. But anyways, I'm going to grate about half of this 2-inch long little grubby weenie looking thing. It's straight up into my soup. Now, I've never done this. I've added powder. I've never used fresh. So I hope it's not overpowering, but you know what? It's good for you. Turmeric, apples, It's all good for you. What's up? Merry Christmas. Welcome to Soup Day. Now, this soup is good for you, and it is new. It is tasty, too. Okay, I also have some garlic. I have 2 cloves of garlic that I'm going to grate into my fucking pot. But I have to work fast because I smell my veggies. I don't want them to be sticking or cooking. Okay. That other piece of fucking garlic go. For the love of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Here we go. All right. Turmeric is great. It kills parasites. Ooh. I know. Isn't this fancy, everybody? It's so fancy. Fresh garlic, fresh turmeric. Oh, I dropped that garlic chunk in there, but you know what? It'll just get smushed up later. It don't matter. All right, stirring the shit. What I don't have is fresh curry, but I do have some nice organic curry powder. This is yellow curry powder. I gotta pry this fucking lid off. Okay, I always find 1 to 2 teaspoons into these sweated vegetables is perfect. You know, you don't want to fucking curry yourself out if you're not a big curry fan, you know, so start low, you know, go higher, you know, once you get a little, you know, more accustomed to the taste and want it a little more. In fact, it's such a good fragrance. It's such a good fragrance. Okay. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more, but another. So I added about, you know, 2 solid teaspoons into mine. Now I'm going to let this go back up to medium heat. I'm going to stir this shit. Let me show you what it's looking like. Okay. I don't want to be a hog here. Or maybe I can. No, I don't think I can switch it. Do you see this? Look at that. See, it's like creamy and dreamy in there. Right? We're going to let it kind of meld and get all cooked up. I'm watching my camera work on the tablet. That's fucking great. Okay. Hey. All right, let's see. This is a new angle. I have a lot of space over here to move. All right, so that's so funny. I'm such an idiot. Jesus Christ. I need a drink. Okay, while this is getting all aromatic and fucking good smelling and shit, we are going to add a little bit of a thickener. It's got gluten. This isn't gluten-free. I'm sorry, you celiac disease having people. I apologize to you. But I'm sure you could figure it out. You know how to cook for yourself at this time in your life if you're in here. If you're old enough to be in here, you know how to cook for yourself if you've got celiac disease. I can't be catering to everybody all the time. I guess I should, but I can't. 3 tablespoons, okay? I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of just all-purpose flour. You know. I'm going to stir that shit. Turmeric will whiten your teeth. Well, shit. What's up, Keith Cutts? Thanks for joining. All right, so this flour, I'm going to cover it to expedite it, but typically I would kind of stir it around and, you know, make it kind of doughy and dumplingy. I got to check out my work when I look at the camera over here. How far is the lag? I guess the lag's pretty far behind. But anyways, it's smelling good. Smelling good, everybody. All right. What I got over here. We're just going to pretend like I've been cooking this about 5 minutes. But I have not. And that's okay. All right, because to this bowl pot of beautiful vegetables that have been sweated and curried, we're going to add a big, messy, giant 8 cups of chicken stock, chicken broth. You can use like vegetarian chicken broth if you want to. I don't like the vegetarian chicken broth starter. I use it for my daughter. I think it tastes like not as good as roasted chicken, you know. If you can kill it with your hands, I say it's fair game. Go ahead and eat it. Although I couldn't kill a cow with my hands, and I'll eat the fuck out of a cow. Someone offered me some steak. All right, so I'm also going to add to this right now. What's up, Bridget? It's about a cup of quick cooking brown rice. I'm going to crank my heat up a little over medium, and I'm going to stir for a couple minutes. And I'm going to look at, oh, Bob Ross has got turmeric growing in his garden. That is correct. Today, Miss Ruby is cooking a coconut curried chicken and rice soup. Variations that you can do on the soup. If you're not into curry, leave the curry powder out. Leave it out. Don't add the turmeric. Instead of using coconut milk, use some heavy cream or use some whole milk. Or, you know, you don't even have to, if you have only 2% milk, use that. If you have a can of evaporated milk, use that. Don't use sweetened condensed milk. That would be a bad mistake. You can use wild rice and make a chicken and wild rice soup instead of this brown rice. You can use that ready rice in a fucking bag that's comes from Ben. And just put that in at the end, you know, cook it enough in there. But I mean, I'm trying to stir the rest of this lobby shit off the spoon. Because once I get that shit in there, I'm going to throw in all my chicken. What's up, Lorraine? And Dennis, I see you're here. Thank you for all the beautiful, fun graphic signs and promos. They're so fun. All right, so the chicken is added to our soup. Now what we're going to add is 1 can of coconut milk. What's up, Julie Gilman? Does anybody remember that thing from Sesame Street? Does anybody else remember the milk? And I don't know what the fuck it was about and why I have that memory in my head. But every time I think about milk, every time that fucking song comes in, it's probably fucking made up. It's probably something I dreamed and you guys think I'm crazy. But maybe you never know. All right, so I've put a whole can of coconut milk in here. Shake it really good. Otherwise, you kind of got to scoop out the chunks because it separates in there. All right. Yes. Right. I enjoy Ben's rice. Ben makes all kinds of rice. You can, but the wild rice is actually delicious. That is the famous one. All right, so what do we got in there? We've got our chicken. We've got our coconut milk. The last thing we are putting in the soup, it's this apple. It's this apple, and I can't find it. Oh, hey. Say hi, everybody.
You could show off that big measuring cup. They're all chatting about.
They're talking about my big measuring cup. It was a breast cancer special. It's got a pink lid. Target, $2.99. It's Pyrex. It's gonna last forever. My kids are gonna sell it for $20 when I'm dead. I'm grating this apple straight up into my soup, just like this. I'm grating an apple into my soup. Does it look crazy? Maybe, but it's delicious. It's so good and nutritious. It is coconut cream, chicken curry soup with apples too. Oh, so good and nutritious. Turmeric in the dishes, grated garlic too, and a whole honey crisp apple to sweeten this shit up. Cause the curry makes it a little spicy. It's Ruby's Soul Kitchen. Mm-hmm. All right. That's it. You guys, that's like really it. I'm going to fucking put the lid on this shit for a minute. We're going to let this rice cook. Ooh, I'm like winded. I'm winded from singing over this pot where all there's hot air and there's not a lot of oxygen. right now. I don't know. I just went with it. I just felt it in my soul. Actually, you know what? We're going to go on a field trip, you guys. While this is kind of stewing here on my stove, kind of thickening up, you know, I'm going to crack the lid just a tiny bit. Keep it on that medium heat. Let's go and have a little, I'm not going to be able to see your comments right now, but let's go out on my patio. We're going to pick some thyme because fresh thyme is going to top this off. Hold on, I got to get outside. And then maybe I'll give you guys a little tour of my kitchen while we wait for the soup to stew. Hold on. Right here, this fell and broke, and it was so long and lush. And this bloomed twice this year. And my daughter gave me that. So it's just hanging. There's a lot of plants. All right, let's go outside and get some fresh thyme. Oh, that's the sound of my squeaky chair. Hey neighbor. I'm good. I'm on my show. I'm picking some thyme for my soup. I got something for you after my show. Thank you. You're beautiful too. That's my beautiful neighbor. I love Cindy. She's the best. Okay. It's interesting. Lately, all my favorite people are named Cindy. How nice is that? But I want to rip this fucking. Hold on. Can you see what I'm doing? Oh, the whole pot's gonna come out. Well, sometimes you gotta yank that shit out by the root. That's all right. Yeah. Get your hands dirty. This is some lemon sage, and this is gonna top our delicious soup today. All right. Ooh. Ran into my goddamn door. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. How fun. Let's see if the soup is bubbling. Let me get the dirt off my hands. Here's a beautiful. I got this. My friend came back from Seattle and brought me this. There's my frogs with my air plants and my little houses with their little plants. Tour of my kitchen. Here's my creepy elf. This is Mitch, the kitchen bitch. Y'all have met him before. Might be dusty up there. Don't judge. That's Mitch's brother. I don't know his name. There's a nice plant. There's a dog. Check it out. It's just a regular old kitchen in a lived-in house. One just like you. Just like you. Let me go back in about 4 seconds, and I'm going to see your comments again. Hi. Let's see. Does anybody remember that song? Am I the only one that remembers that song? Isn't that weird? Gosh, I don't know. I think it's kind of strange. Anyways, I don't want to get any fucking dirt in my soup. That would be a bummer. Hold on. This time came back from last. Oh fuck! I've got fresh thyme. I don't need to use the dry stuff. But you know, if a little dirt gets in, I'll just be like, it's just pepper. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Isn't that how it goes? Ooh, it's starting to bubble and churn. I'll show you. Flick a little bit of that shit in there. Crank it a little bit higher. All right. Bubbling and churning. Almost. Well, it was bubbling and churning until I took off the lid. But you see, it's just a beautiful, thick, foamy looking soup. However, the soup, when that rice cooks in about, I don't know, I think it's probably going to take about 10 minutes. It's going to be a damn good soup. Okay, I'm going to tell you one thing about this soup. It's going to thicken up as it sets. The soup is going to taste better tomorrow. This soup is going to taste even better the next day if you have anything left. Clayton, thank you very much for reminding me. I was very responsible show host today. I decided I would take care of that business before my show. And, you know, some days, though, I'm so busy that I forget. And when you remind me, I remember that, hey, when I'm done, hit the head, sister. And how about that? All right, so let's chill in this soup for a second. I'm going to pluck off a few more of these thyme leaves. Ooh, I can hear the ambulance are roaring outside. Make sure there ain't a bunch of, ooh, bright lights. All right. Flicking that shit in there. Just flick them in there. These are really tiny little leaves. I should smell it actually, make sure it's still, yeah, it's time. I'm like, I have something and I'm like, these are really kind of tiny. And they're more tiny than I thought they were last year. And I thought to myself, well, you better check and make sure that you're throwing thyme in this shit. Otherwise, who knows what it could be. But anyways, I'll show you guys in a minute what it looks like. And you're going to be, oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, no. Wouldn't it be cool if we had, like, smell-o-vision? That would be great, because this does smell really, really good. The soup is a fragrant one, and I enjoy it so much. All right, that's about all I'm going to add in for now. Later on, you can put some on top of your bowl of soup for garnish if you want to. If you want to be all fancy-ass like that. You know, shit. But let's see what it looks like. I got these goddamn glasses. But look at that bubbling soup, okay? Look at that bubbling shit. All right. I'm going to take off the lid. We're going to do some stirring here. Yes. Yes. Pulling up the rice, see if it's cooking. You can add more rice if you want, but quite honestly, I really enjoy the broth of this soup, and I don't like it over-riced. The broth of this soup is so good with a crusty loaf of bread. It is absolutely fantastic. You would not believe it. All right, so I'm just going to let this shit kind of boil for a minute on the stove. Does anybody have any questions for me? I've got some time to answer some questions. I'm going to move away from the hot stove. Let's see what we've got. Did I put elf shit in there? No, Bob, I did not put elf shit in there. But then again, who knows? Ooh, I actually left this door open. Let's see. So this soup, like I said, you can add anything to it. You want to add some short grain rice, something like that. You can put lemons in it at the last minute, slice up a lemon and toss that in there, and you've got like a chicken lemon soup. You don't need any kind of like eggs to thicken it up. You know, I'm just bringing it to like a roaring boil here for a minute, just kind of get it going. I'm stirring it, making sure it's not burning on the bottom. Excuse the mess. That's just how it goes. This is a kitchen in someone's home. This is delicious soup to give to your neighbors. Get yourself some cute little mason jars and put it in a jar and walk it over and say, "Hi, neighbor, here's some soup." And they'll be like, "What kind is it?" And you'll say curry, and they'll be like, "I don't know about curry." And then they'll tell you the next day, they'll be like, "Oh my God, that soup was fucking awesome." And you'll be like, "I know it was, because you've tried it before." Let me let that go for a second. Let's see if anybody has any questions. Have I been hula hooping? I haven't been hula hooping. And that's really sad, isn't it? I should be hula hooping. I could hula hoop right now, but I probably would get winded. No, it's actually something that I want to start doing again. I like to hula hoop. Once I hula hooped to the entire song by world famous Keith Cutts, 1440. It was a really good song, and it was a really good workout. And it is a really good song. You guys know, Keith. Yeah, we're tight. I got my hula hoop here. I'm not going to hula hoop today, but I'm thinking that I do need to resurrect my hula hooping time. It's great aerobic activity. You burn more calories than you do jogging. I fucking hate jogging. Jogging sucks. Running sucks. Treadmill sucks. Elliptical machines. I do like rowing machine. I got a funny story machine. Another day for that though. Hula hoops are where it's at. Make yourself a fucking hula hoop out of some garden shit. Wrap it in duct tape. Make it nice and heavy. Get that shit going. You'll see. I'll do a hula hoop show soon. We'll do a fitness show, and I'll show everybody how to make one, and then we can all get fit as fuck. All right, fit as fuck. We're all gonna be walking around here, fit bitches. When I'm done with you. All right, so the soup is rocking and a rolling. You know, I really got it cranking. It's cranking the fuck up. Look at that. I think that this rice, though, is still not cooking. But, oh no, that's actually pretty tender. I'd say in about 5 minutes, this soup is going to be done. So I'm just going to actually just let it set, covered, turn off that heat. You know, what did that take? About 30 minutes to get together? And, well, I mean, I did the prep work before I got you guys on the line here on the horn. But, you know, that's how simple it is to make soup, to make a beautiful, glorious, creamy soup for your family. That is how simple it is. It's just that simple. And then your family will love you, and your neighbors will love you. And let's see. Yes, you need a hula hoop. Angela, you need a hula hoop. I actually have full-on instructions. I'll check another email and get the instructions, and I'll tell you exactly what to buy to make your own hula hoop. You'll never regret it. I've had these hula hoops longer than I've had 2 of my children. So they're like 23 years old, actually. I hate to admit it, but I'm just gonna have to, aren't I? Actually, Bob, I did try to hula hoop and play the ukulele, and it's not an easy task because you need a different kind of rhythm to do each thing, right? You have to do your hips good enough to get that heavy hoop up and going, and then you're strumming. It's like patting your head, or how is it? Rubbing your stomach and patting your head. You know, do it. Tell me, you know, it's hard. It takes practice. So, but I'll take a challenge. Oh my goodness. Bridget, I always have wanted to pogo stick. I've never been able to pogo stick before. Anytime I've tried to do it, I felt like instantly like I was going to die, or break a leg. But when I was a kid, I had a pogo ball, but I was chubby and got deflated really fast, and I didn't really ever get it off the ground too good, and no one ever put more air in it for me. What else? I do make hula hoops. I can make you a hula hoop, but it's a bitch and a half to ship a hula hoop. How you ship a fucking big ass hula hoop? Too much money. Just go make yourself a fucking hoop. All right, you guys. So let's see. I think our soup's been sitting long enough. I like to wrap this up around 12:45. So let me just say real quickly that this month, SDF, Socially Distance Fest, and Cosmos Creative Television are teaming up for National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And many people have been sharing their stories and playing some music. You'll see it advertised within the groups and on other people's pages. And please watch them. They're very moving. I learned a lot yesterday. Watching a good friend give their testimony. And, you know, it's something we all need to be more aware of, because mental health is just not taken very seriously in this country yet. And if you need help, you can always contact 988 by text. I do not know I know that I don't know the suicide hotline by heart. I'm shitty with numbers, but somebody will tell you in the text, I'm sure. Thanks everybody for tuning in every week and having fun with me. Let's get a little bowl of soup and give it a shot. All right. Let's give it a little shot. Shall we? Shall we? Just excuse the mess because that's the way it is. All right. So it's got this nice layer of juicy, look at this creamy, dreamy soup. And it just gets creamier and dreamier as it sits, and it tastes so good. And those apples eventually just kind of disintegrate into the soup. Right now you can kind of still see them, but they are fucking fantastic. It is so good. Let me give it another stir and try not to put in too much rice because that rice might be a little al dente. I do not have any crusty bread on me because I forgot to put it on the list. Ay. But I'm going to send someone out to get some for later because it's going to go really good with it. Or I'll figure out how to, or we'll eat it with toast or pitas because it's just damn delicious. So I'm actually going to try this one for you guys. Let me throw a little bit of that thyme on top so you can see how fancy it is. Oh shit, I don't want to put the whole stick in there. I think it might have dirt on it. Anyways, it's hot. I don't have anything to try this week, so this is it. If you guys want to send me anything to try, I've gotten some really strange. Actually, you know, Sandy's girls sent me a box of pancakes, but that's something I need to prepare a certain way, and it's not something I can make when I'm doing the show. What's up, Damon? Thanks for joining. I grated a whole apple into this shit. That's right. You tell him, Sarah. A whole apple. Okay, so here's my little. That's how you feel when you eat the soup. It's so healthy and delicious for you. It's got that grounded up turmeric. Ooh, Drunkles. Did you guys know that on Friday nights, I perform with a group of wonderful people called the Drunkles on SDF, starting at 5 Eastern? Gregory Ganem and Julio Morales. God damn, this is good. It's just done and it's still this good. Tomorrow it tastes so much better. Julio, left off at Julio. And then my girl, my boo Emily Jane, with her originals and her covers that are just amazing, but her originals are just the shit. And then Keith Cutts, again, whose originals are just the shit, but his covers are just as entertaining. And Keith always brings a good show, doesn't he? And then we always have a special guest next week. I'm not sure who it is. So I'll leave that up to the boys to announce this week. It's probably somebody really special, though. And then at 10 o'clock, I come on. Aria John. Oh, another. Oh, my God. Get ready. It's going to be a good show. Another tough act to follow. I already followed four very tough acts. And then they add a fifth one in on me, right? Yeah. Greg, I can count. Five. That's 5 tough acts to follow. Oh, and tomorrow night I'm going to be on Burn It Down. Thanks for my husband for reminding me. So Tom has invited me. Mr. Tom Cheshire has invited me on Burn It Down. So tomorrow night, you guys can see me on Burn It Down with Mr. Tom Cheshire. I don't know what we're going to talk about. It's going to be a crazy, funky, awesome, good time. God damn, this soup is good. This is good. Oh, this is good shit. The vegetables still are even a little crispy. The celery, which, you know, it's good. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, I'm all out of it. I was going to say, add a little fresh flat leaf parsley to this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is delish. This is going to be a really, really good week for everybody. Hope everybody has a kick-ass night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night right here on Cosmos with Mr. Tom Chesh. And on Burn It Down. We're going to burn shit down to the motherfucking ground. That's right. This is awesome. I love you guys. Come back next week. We'll do it again. And I didn't hear anybody complain about anything. I feel like maybe we're not bitching when we're in my kitchen. Maybe it's just bitching in my kitchen. Like it's bitching, man. Bye, guys.